Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Compex number TLLP 300 in a 106T keyway. So this is a Compex cylinder plug. This is a typical disc wafer or a disc tumbler or wafer tumbler lock. That means that the tumblers are these pieces that you see sticking out here. They're called wafers or discs. Disc would be probably more appropriate. And they're not flush with the housing because they're spring biased and they are projecting up above the cylinder plug itself, and they would in the housing of the cylinder project into the top of the notch in the top of the housing, which is what prevents the cylinder from turning. And when you insert the key into the plug, it will draw those tumblers down, and then they're flush. That's what will allow it to turn. The cuts on the key are directly related to the location of the depth of the slots within the disc tumbler itself. So those tumblers are mated to those particular cuts on this key, and that's how that works. Typical low security sort of cylinder. I am not a locksmith, and I don't make a living as a locksmith, but even I would probably be able to bypass that cylinder. But they're just for typical furniture drawer applications, and high security is not something that this manufacturer is addressing with this lock. It is typical technology for the application. This is a 300, which means a black finish. Face of that cylinder plug is black. They do put on the face of it the 106TA, and that is your key number as you change that number. And there's a dozen or more different, not keyway, but biddings. So if you wanted to do 6 of these locks and you wanted 3 of them keyed alike, make them 106TAs. Make the other 3 101TAs. Great. You could also then order a master key that will work all of them. And interestingly enough, they indicate that this is a master keyed plug, and the way that that works is you'll notice that the top of the key blank is biased to this side. Okay. You'll also notice that that gold part you see there, that is completely widened so that I can insert that key into the broaching of the cylinder plug, and at the tip of my finger you've got some room left over there. The master key has that profile of the key blank on the other side, and it addresses different cuts in the disc tumbler, which are stepped, is how that works. So that's how you can pass a different key through this cylinder. It's because of the design of the disc or wafer tumblers that are in there. That's how that works. Easy stuff. Great quality. All lock plugs work with all Timberline cylinder bodies. Choose the lock plug based on finish and the key number that your job requires, or the keying. Key number coded on face and keys, so you can see that it's a 106TA. You can see that it's a 106T TA. 2 keys included with each cylinder plug. You can buy additional keys, blanks, masters separately. That can all be ordered. Special keying can be done as well. The factory can do that work. I can technically do this key work myself, but I don't have the pin kit for doing it. And given the fact that the factory would be a lot less expensive than me doing it, we'd order it from the factory that way. There is a link below this video to the data sheet that will show you the entire overline of the Compex brand of material under the Timberline brand under the Compex umbrella. There's also a link to the cut sheet that will show you only the appropriate information regarding the lock plugs, and it also has the lock bodies that are there as well. Typical installation is going to be the lock body. It's going to be a CB230, the lock plug, the lock housing. A CB230 would be very typical. Possibly with a strike plate. You may very likely need that as well. Not listed here, but it would be in the full catalog. Speaking of the full catalog, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Compex products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the Compex TLLP300 and a 106 TA keying master keyed black face cylinder, or any other Compex Timberline product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.